I wanted to take the time to review the Amex Platinum card now that I've had it for almost a year. I've thought of some questions that I've been asked about this card, as well as some questions that I've heard other people get asked about this card, and I wanted to answer those so that hopefully people that are looking to get the card will be able to make a better informed decision if they should get it themselves, or maybe you're even someone who already has a card and you're looking for a second opinion about whether or not to cancel the card. Hopefully this video will help you. So the first question that I get is, why did I get this card? I'm going to be really honest with you. I didn't get this card because I think it's a great card for points or anything like that. It can be, and we can get into that in a second, but the real reason I got this card is for the Centurion Lounge access and the Marriott and Hilton gold status. Both of those are really valuable to me. First one being the Centurion Lounge access. I'm based out of Denver, so I've had the opportunity to go to that Centurion Lounge a lot. And also, now I'm in Seattle, so on the way back home tonight, I'll go through the Seattle Centurion Lounge, and that's going to be great. I also really enjoy the priority pass access that you get with this card. It's helped in airports that don't have Centurion lounges, and the Delta Sky Lounge access. If you're flying Delta and there's a Delta Sky Lounge, then you can go into that lounge, and those are usually very nice. The one at LaGuardia that I've been to, I think it's the largest in the country. Really nice, very comparable to a Centurion lounge. Like that a lot. And then the Marriott and Hilton Gold status. I don't really travel that often, so if you're someone like me that only travels like 5 or 6 times a year, you might be able to get gold status at one of these, but it takes 25 nights a year for Marriott and Hilton to get gold status. So that means you're going to be traveling at least 10 weeks a year for work, and I don't do that. So that's a lot of value right there. Like $695 to get gold at Marriott and Hilton is great. You're going to get extended stays, later checkout, and you're going to also potentially get upgraded rooms. And then if it's a Hilton, then with the gold status, you're going to get free breakfast, which I've been able to use those perks at both of the hotel chains. Really great. So the next question I get is, can you get the $695 annual fee down to zero with the perks and benefits that this card has? Yes and no. A lot of people will say like, oh, like you're gonna get a lot of value from this card, like even get paid to have it because of all of the credits that you get when you have this card. But the reality is, a lot of these credits are designed to make you spend more. For example, the $15 a month Uber credit, which works out to $180 a year. Like, there's not a lot of Ubers you're going to take that are 15 bucks. You're usually just going to be taking the price off of Ubers that you're already going to be taking. So, yeah, there's ways to make it go a little further. You don't have to use the $15 just for Uber. It works for Uber Eats too, and you can use the pickup option when you do Uber Eats to avoid that delivery fee. And so that $15 can just go straight toward the food. But yeah, you're going to have to be Ubering anyways. A lot of these perks on this card you're going to see are just going to take discounts out of your everyday spending. So if you're not already making these transactions in day to day, this card isn't for you. It's not going to help you that much. To get the full value out of this card, you're going to have to spend more money than you normally would. Another example of this is the $200 airline fee credit. So I usually fly Southwest, to be honest, and I get free bags with Southwest. That's one of the reasons why I've always flown it, and I don't really mind not having an assigned seat. It doesn't make a difference to me. So I've always flown Southwest, and so there's not really a lot of things for me to spend the $200 airline fee credit on. I've actually started flying Delta a little more because of this $200 fee though. So that does give me access to that Delta Sky Lounge with the Platinum card, which is a nice perk. But again, it's not something that I would have done on my own if I didn't have the Platinum card. Also, the $200 hotel credit, it's good, but I didn't even use it last year in 2023. So that $200 just gone. See ya. But this year I was a little more fortunate. I had some travel that makes sense for me to use that $200 credit, and the hotel I was staying at was part of the hotel collection with Amex. So I'll be getting that this year. And then another one that I don't really care about is the $100 annual Walmart Plus membership. I don't really use Walmart that often. Maybe you do, and it's something that will help your wallet a little more if you can get that for free. I signed up for it this year just for the heck of it, but I don't use it. One thing that I did use though that I have found value from is the Disney Plus, Hulu, ESPN Plus, Peacock, or Wall Street Journal $240 annual credit. So $20 a month can go toward one of these subscriptions. I do Disney Plus and Hulu, so that pays for those subscriptions. Um, One that's a bummer that I wish I could use, but there's not a way for me to use it in Denver is the $300 a year Equinox credit. There's no Equinox in Denver. Otherwise, I'd use it. Maybe if I move to a place, I'll use that then. The $189 clear membership credit, it's all right. I already used TSA PreCheck, which, by the way, you get for free with this card as well. And it's not apparent to me how much value Clear delivers, but I went ahead and signed up for Clear anyways. I gave them my biometric data, so hopefully they're doing good things with it. And then, yeah, that's really it. And then the $100 annual Saks Fifth Avenue credit. So every 6 months, you'll get $50 credit to go shop at Saks Fifth Avenue. I don't know about you, but I don't go to Saks Fifth Avenue, so this is really hard for me to use. I hear a lot of people online use this to just buy like clones and stuff. But I mean, let's be honest, like who's going through clones fast enough to get a lot of value from this credit? I honestly, it takes me a year or two to get through one bottle of cologne. I wear it every day, but you don't need that much. So I guess all these people are just stacking up bottles of cologne. Whatever, this card gives you more cologne, I guess. So yeah, that's like really the value that I see from this card. Also, another thing I forgot to mention is if you sign up for this card, you really need to get that 150,000 point sign up bonus. That's going to pay for the card's annual fee by itself for the first 2 years, just that 150,000 point sign up bonus. So I actually made a video about how you can make sure you get this. I'll put a link in the description. But yeah, if you're going to get this card, do not settle for that 80,000 point sign up bonus. Get the 150,000 point sign up bonus. That's key. The next question that I've gotten about the card is the card good for collecting reward points, Amex points? So yes and no. So the sign up bonus is really great, 150,000 Amex points, really great. Take advantage of that if you can, but it's 1 point for every purchase besides 5 times on airline tickets. So if you're flying a lot, it can make a lot of sense. I think that it's good for me because I am from Texas, so I'm flying back to Texas to see family, and my fiance has family in Pennsylvania and Florida and Oregon, so we fly all over to visit them. So I am flying a good bit, and it's nice to get that extra 5 times points, but it's not a good catch-all card by any means. There's definitely way better cards that have better base point multipliers on your purchases. But if you feel like you're somebody who flies a lot and can really use the 5 times, it's great, because there are other 5 times on airline cards out there like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, but it's only through the portal. And I don't know about you, but I would much rather buy directly through the airline than the portals. They're usually slow and take forever to load. So I just like doing the airline directly, and you can get 5 times points with the Amex Platinum with that. The next thing that I have been asked about is like what is a sleeper benefit of this card? Something that I didn't know about when I got the card, but it's been really helpful now that I do. And I think that's the higher rental car status. So when I go back to Texas for the holiday, it's really nice to be able to drive between Fort Worth and Dallas because my fiance's dad lives in Dallas and my parents live in Fort Worth. So it's really crucial to have a car. And the Hertz Gold Plus status that you get with the American Express card is something I don't think a lot of people talk about. And it's really nice. It gets you the presidential circle usually whenever you book. And what that means is you get to go and just pick from a line of any car. It gives you their nicest cars for the most part, and you get to pick from any of them. So last time I was in Fort Worth for Christmas, I rented a 4x4 Toyota Tacoma. Really nice. I could have gotten like a Volvo like XC90 as well, as along with like a Jeep like Grand Cherokee or something, like just like the nicer rental cars. Another question I get is what benefits of the card have I heard others get but I haven't seen? That would definitely be the claims I've heard from people about getting unavailable dinner reservations with the card. I haven't gotten that at all. I've heard people on YouTube say that they've been able to get like unavailable reservations through Resi or something by calling the concierge. I tried that once with a restaurant that was at Resi, and they just told me, "Oh, sorry, there's no reservations available." So I don't know if it's only certain restaurants that are like this, but I haven't seen that benefit. I don't know what people are talking about. So, what's my final verdict on this card? And am I going to keep this card? So, yes, I think I'm going to keep the card, and I think it's a really great card for me. Like I said, this is a great travel card. The lounge access, the hotel status, the rental car status, the 5 times points on airlines, all really great things that make this probably the best travel card out there, in my opinion. But luxury travel. This is not really like a frugal person's travel card. You're going to be spending more money to get the value out of this card. And I think that if you're just looking to maximize credit card points or things like that, there's probably better strategies out there. But for me, the Amex Platinum card really brings my travel experience up to the next level. And that's why I plan on keeping it. It's really great for that. And I have my annual membership fee coming again in April. And when that happens, I do hope to get a retention offer. I'm going to ask for that. If you don't know what that is, that's basically whenever you get the annual fee statement in your card, you can go and ask through the messaging part of the app if you can get some kind of retention offer, which I've heard can be like anywhere from 10 to 30,000 points extra that you can get after you spend a certain amount. So I'm definitely gonna be looking to get one of those, but even if I don't get that, I'm gonna keep this card. It's just really worth it to me to have the Centurion Lounge access and the hotel status too. And then of course, the final cherry on top is that 5 times points on airlines directly through the airline. So yeah, that's my final thoughts about the card. Like I said, if you want to get this card, I have a video that shows you how to get the 150,000 point sign up bonus. Don't miss out on that. You don't want to get this card any other way. So I hope you really enjoyed this video and you found it helpful. Please like and subscribe. Thanks. Have a good day.